Welcome. This week, we are going to look at one of the last 3 blessings in the Beatitudes, part of that big speech Jesus gave to a crowd gathered on a mountainside. Matthew chapter 5, verse 9 says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." When you hear the word peace, what do you think it means? I'm here at a river because when I was growing up, I learned a song about peace, love, and joy, and it went like this. I've got peace like a river, I've got love like an ocean, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got love like an ocean, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Most people think of peace as a time when there is no war and no fighting. We tend to think of what is not happening, right? I mean, there is some peace when there's no war and no fighting. When Jesus was teaching, there were 2 kinds of peace that people might think of. One was called the Pax Romana, a phrase in the Latin language that means the Roman peace. When Jesus was teaching, he and all the people in that crowd lived in a place where the Roman government was in charge. The Romans said they were bringing peace because with the Roman emperor in charge, there was no room at all for disagreeing or fighting with the government. But that Roman peace meant that a lot of people were taken advantage of and treated poorly, especially some of the people in that crowd. If you were brave enough to try to say that the Romans were wrong and that they should treat people better, they might send the army after you. They kept the peace by spreading the army all over the place. Now, it is really important for us to remember that when Jesus was teaching, there was no such thing as Christianity. Jesus grew up following the Jewish faith or Judaism. Christianity started out as a group of people living out the Jewish faith the way Jesus did. That religion has a long history of looking at peace in a much bigger way, using the word shalom for peace. Shalom is from the Hebrew language, and it means wholeness and wellness. This kind of peace means that all your needs, physical needs, emotional needs, and spiritual needs are met and cared for with love. Emotional and spiritual needs are a big part of shalom. When you feel angry, or when you feel jealous, or even sad, you don't feel peace. If you feel like God isn't listening, or God is angry with you, or if you feel like God doesn't care, you don't feel peaceful. Shalom is the kind of peace that Jesus was talking about in this speech. As Christians, we believe that shalom is at the heart of the kingdom of heaven, the way God wants the world to be. And we believe that Jesus wanted each of us to be part of making sure others experience shalom. Now, here's the tricky part. And this is part of what makes shalom different from the Roman peace. Sometimes helping others experience shalom means that we have to speak up and work really hard to change things when we see someone or a group of people being hurt. When you do that, some people might say you are being rebellious or making trouble. But Jesus says you are being a peacemaker. Next week, we are going to finish our look at the Beatitudes by listening to the last two blessings. We'll do them together because they have something in common, and they both talk about what can happen when we are being peacemakers. Are you ready to receive today's blessing? Hold out those hands. May you always remember that you are a child of God. And may you experience shalom as you bring shalom to others. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Join us for worship Sundays at 10 a.m. Learn more at our website, presby.net.